Professor Macabro, Professor Macabro.
Greetings and salutations! It is I, Professor Macabro, here again to regale you with another video. Yes, indeed. Still going through a little bit of a heat wave, so I'm not recording in the previously undisclosed location, and the spooky shed, well, I don't have any space to record inside of that. So I'm in the second undisclosed location. Yes, indeed. And we are here to review a movie that came out a while ago. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, Professor Macabro has not been able to go out to any movie theaters, you see, to watch the horror movies. I have to wait until they came out on DVD, or I can find them on one of these streaming platforms. Sigh, I'm losing my horror cred, I know. But a movie that came out even in streaming a while ago, and I just had a chance to sit down and watch, is the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. Yes, indeed, and I thought this already had a remake with the very awesome Silent Night with Malcolm McDowell, where about another killer Santa that goes around killing people that are naughty, very naughty. But in this one, I guess it's a remake, but it feels more like a reimagining with some of the weird stuff that happens. But I finally got a chance to watch it, and I wanted to talk to you about it. Yes, indeed. And what is this movie about? Well, it does the whole killer Santa thing with the main character, who is played by the actor that played Corey in Halloween Ends. And that actor also appeared in The Monkey. He was the guy with the really long hair that got the bees or the wasps in the mouth. I didn't know it was him. Yes, indeed, and but he's in this, and he kind of also plays a similar character to Corey, where he is besieged by evil, and he goes around killing people in a Santa suit. But it's kind of like a sequel to the original one, if he had lived, because you do get flashbacks of how the original story went down, where they go visit the grandpa. But in this one, the grandpa doesn't give him the creepy Santa Claus story. And all of a sudden he starts coughing and he coughs up blood. And then the parents also get killed by a Santa Claus. But in this one, this is treated, spoiler alert, it's treated more like a supernatural gift, if you will. Because the Santa Claus tells the little kid to come. And he touches the kid, and then this weird purple light engulfs them both. And then the kid now can hear the guy that he names Charlie in his brain, telling him, like, I have a tingly feeling. And that guy is evil and naughty, very naughty. So that's why he goes around killing people. And apparently this is some sort of supernatural gift, because whereas the other one, he was just a guy that went through a lot of trauma and got triggered by the Santa Claus suit and went around killing anyone willy-nilly. In this one, he seems to have a Santa sense, where he is able to sense people that are legitimately evil and kills them off. So that's a very unique twist. I don't know if this does indeed fit more in the remake and not the reimagining, like the Silent Night movie that I mentioned, because it introduces this really weird but kind of cool concept of the supernatural Santa sense, where it does indeed, he kills people that are indeed very naughty, and he meets this girl that she seems to have a little bit of an issue, and they fall in love, and eventually shit hits the fan because there's someone abducting kids. And this causes the dad of the lady to get killed because he finds one of the kids. So they go in this epic last-ditch effort to try to stop whatever is abducting these little kitties. And, yeah, it's very, very weird. It does have a little bit of a 70s Italian movie kind of feel because it goes red and blue. But it also does seem to be very somewhat influenced by Terrifier, because there are scenes that kind of really look like Terrifier, which is a thing. A lot of movies, when a big movie happens and it has a very unique style, let's say, a lot of movies and other releases tend to copy it because it's cool, it's popular, it looks really cool. But yes, I didn't hate this. I'm usually not a big fan of remakes, but sometimes a remake comes along and I'm like, well, that was weird. But it wasn't a shot-for-shot remake, and it deviated somewhat from the storyline, because again, this feels like a sequel if the guy from Silent Night, Deadly Night had lived and continued his rampage. And it had supernatural Santi-sense, which I'm like, well, that's interesting, but it's unique. I'll give it that. It's very unique. It's very interesting. And it's not just a copy-paste formula, and it's not a shot-for-shot remake. And it doesn't deviate, even though the Santi-sense is very different, doesn't deviate too much from the original idea of a guy in a Santi suit killing people. So I liked it. Yes, indeed. I do very much recommend this. I do also recommend the Silent Night reimagining, because I don't know if people consider that a remake, but the Silent Night reimagining and this Silent Night, Deadly Night sequel reimagining is also pretty cool. And a very, very good redeeming arc for the guy that played Cordy. Again, no fault of his own. He was just in a very bad production, in a very unoriginal and not that good Halloween sequel. But in this, he was really good. I like this one. And he was also really good in The Monkey. So, yes, good job for you, guy that played Corey. Have you seen Silent Night, Deadly Night remake reimagining? Did you like it? Did you hate how it deviated so much from the story with the Santi-sense? Let us know in the comments down below. But until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro thanking you and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.